Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. Man United targeting West Ham star, and Casemiro gives his verdict on Bruno Fernandes' form this season. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Man United look to snap up West Ham star. Rumours of Manchester United's interest in West Ham United skipper Jarrod Bowen have suddenly reached boiling point ahead of the opening of the 2026 summer transfer window. This speculation has come to light following the tragic fate of the Hammers, who have suffered the heartbreak of relegation from the Premier League this season. For Manchester United, Bowen is viewed as a highly potential signing given his proven track record in a competition as fierce as the Premier League. With West Ham having gone down, Bowen's market value has plummeted sharply to a mere £35 million or so. This cut price figure is seen as an absolute bargain for Man United to bring in a top-quality star to bolster their squad depth ahead of their return to the Champions League stage. Throughout the campaign, Jarrod Bowen put in highly impressive performances, starting all 38 matches without missing a single fixture. Clocking up 3,409 minutes on the pitch, the West Ham United captain managed to bag 9 goals and provide 11 assists. Despite the rumours swirling around, Jarrod Bowen himself has chosen to remain completely professional and honour his long-term contract with West Ham, which runs until 2030. In his latest statement, he insisted that his main focus right now is helping the club bounce straight back up to the top flight, rather than discussing a speculative move to Old Trafford. Nonetheless, many pundits believe that Bowen will find it incredibly difficult to turn down the lure of a giant club like Manchester United. Casemiro's take on Bruno Fernandes' Masterclass campaign this season. Manchester United successfully capped off the 2025-2026 season with a resounding 0-3 victory at the Farmer Stadium against Brighton and Hove Albion. The deadlock was broken by Patrick Dorgu, deployed as a left winger, who netted United's opener with a fine header in the 32nd minute. The goal was engineered by skipper Bruno Fernandes, whose pinpoint corner delivery marked his 21st assist of the campaign. In the 43rd minute, it was Bryan Mbeumo's turn to find the back of the net after latching onto a pass from Amad Diallo. That strike simultaneously cemented his position as Man United's joint top scorer alongside Sesko, with both sitting on 11 goals. After the interval, Bruno Fernandes hit the ground running, scoring himself in the 47th minute. This time, Patrick Dorgu turned provider for the goal, stretching Man United's lead to a comfortable 0-3. By the time referee Samuel Barrett blew the final whistle, no further goals were produced in this Premier League curtain closer. The spotlight for this fixture was firmly on Bruno Fernandes, who officially cemented his status as the all-time assist king in a single season of English top-flight football. This phenomenal milestone officially knocked the legendary names of Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne off the perch of the Premier League's single-season assist charts. On the back of this monumental achievement, Fernandes was also presented with the Premier League Golden Playmaker award during the post-match presentations. Breaking the English assist record perfectly rounded off a stellar haul of individual accolades picked up by Fernandes throughout 2026. Despite ruling the single-season statistics, Fernandes still faces the massive challenge of chasing down Ryan Giggs' historic all-time Premier League record of 162 assists. In his post-match interview, sporting a massive grin whilst holding his individual silverware, Bruno Fernandes reflected on setting a new assist record that was previously thought to be well out of reach. The midfield maestro admitted that the milestone hadn't even crossed his mind until he found himself within touching distance of it. He also acknowledged that a bit of luck on the day played its part in the achievement. Interestingly, Fernandes revealed that Jonny Evans played a massive role in the build-up to that historic goal. Evans reportedly had far more belief than Fernandes himself when executing the set-piece routine, which had been specifically worked on for Patrick. Despite feeling fortunate to register that particular assist, Fernandes firmly insisted that the most paramount thing for him remained the team's victory and their ability to finish the season strongly. This dazzling display in the final game further highlighted the world-class quality the midfielder has showcased all season. The 31-year-old clocked up 37 appearances across all competitions, racking up 9 goals and 22 assists. Fernandes' historic feat in breaking the legendary assist record instantly sparked absolute scenes of celebration in the Red Devils dressing room. The players and coaching staff took turns to pay tribute to their captain's dedication, having served as the main creative spark week in, week out. This milestone was not just a proud moment for the number 8 himself, but it also provided a massive morale boost for the entire Manchester United squad, who finished the campaign with their heads held high and full of genuine optimism looking ahead to next term. Sky-high praise poured in from Casemiro when questioned about the extraordinary milestone achieved by his teammate, Bruno Fernandes, this season. The Brazilian midfield general did not hesitate to offer his congratulations, emphasizing that Bruno fully deserved every bit of this legendary achievement. In Casemiro's eyes, the assist record shattered by Bruno this term was no fluke, but rather the fruits of his ironclad mentality, never being afraid to make a mistake if it meant unlocking a chance for the team. Casemiro went as far as calling the Portuguese international the very heartbeat of Manchester United, the talisman who dictates the tempo and directs the side's movement on the pitch. According to him, Bruno is the true embodiment of the United character, always giving 100% on the pitch regardless of how tough the going gets. Bruno's exploits this season seemed to answer the massive expectations Casemiro had placed on him since his very first day at Old Trafford. Their tight-knit relationship off the pitch, which has occasionally been punctuated by heated debates on the pitch in previous seasons, stands as a testament to how Casemiro always demands Bruno to be at the absolute top of his game. Now, those demands have been vindicated in full by the skipper's brilliant form. Wrapping up his thoughts, Casemiro openly expressed his immense pride and gratitude for holding down the Red Devils' midfield alongside Bruno. He then urged everyone to simply enjoy the magic of Bruno's football, reiterating that it is an absolute honor and a privilege to fight side by side with a player of his caliber. Manchester United make inquiry for Nottingham Forest fullback. Manchester United have reportedly made an active move ahead of the summer transfer window by knocking on Nottingham Forest's door. The Red Devils have taken this step to gather in-depth information regarding the status and availability of their star fullback, Neco Williams, who is earmarked to bolster the defense ahead of the new campaign. This early approach signals Ineos's determination to wrap up their transfer business swiftly before the market officially opens. The Old Trafford Giants' pursuit of the player is guaranteed to be far from plain sailing. Nottingham Forest, nicknamed the Tricky Trees, have hinted at a massive reluctance to part ways with one of their vital pillars. Selling a key player at a time when the club is striving to build stability is clearly not the primary option for the Forest board. Consequently, any potential suitor will likely have to present an astronomical offer to even tempt the club into opening negotiations. Neco Williams himself is a graduate of the Liverpool Academy who decided to swap Merseyside for Nottingham Forest in the summer of 2022. Since his move, the Wales international has successfully proven his capabilities, consistently locking down his position as a crucial figure in the team's backline. His decision to leave Anfield in search of regular first-team football has certainly paid off dividends for his career progression. Although Nottingham Forest have just navigated a rollercoaster season and could only manage a 16th place finish in the Premier League, Williams' individual performances have still garnered plenty of plaudits. Amidst the team's fluctuating collective form, he managed to maintain a high standard of play and became one of the bright sparks at the City ground. His relentless work rate and defensive solidity regularly provided a silver lining for the fans during an otherwise stressful relegation battle. In total, Williams' contribution on the pitch has been highly tangible across 53 appearances in all competitions, where he has successfully chipped in with 2 goals and 4 assists. Due to this consistency, his name has now entered the radar of several established English clubs such as Newcastle United, Aston Villa, Everton, and Manchester United, who have reportedly launched a discreet inquiry. This growing list of admirers highlights just how highly rated the Welshman has become among the Premier League's tactical masterminds. Manchester United's interest is viewed as the most intriguing maneuver, given their grand ambitions to inject fresh quality into the squad. The Red Devils are actively hunting for a robust figure who can not only compete but is also ready to provide proper cover for Luke Shaw on the left side, as well as reinforcing the right flank position. The club hierarchy believes that adding such dynamic depth is essential if they are to challenge for silverware on multiple fronts next year. The recurring injury woes that have plagued United's fullback positions in recent seasons make recruiting a new player in this sector an urgent priority. Williams' profile is deemed a perfect fit to address this pressing need, owing to his tactical advantage of being equally comfortable and effective on either flank. Having a dependable option who can seamlessly switch sides would give the manager immense tactical flexibility during the grueling winter fixture schedule. His tactical versatility and maturity as a 25-year-old player with extensive Premier League experience make him a highly astute investment option for United. This interest is said to be very serious indeed, as the player is considered well and truly proven in the intense atmosphere of the English top flight. Furthermore, his peak years are still ahead of him, making him an incredibly attractive long-term asset for the project at Old Trafford. However, the reality at the negotiating table is predicted to be incredibly tough going for Manchester United, as Nottingham Forest currently hold all the cards and remain in total control of the player's future. Williams is still tied down to a long-term contract until 2029, and the club even planned to table a new deal with a significant pay rise in order to ward off his suitors. Therefore, United must be prepared for a long and exhausting saga if they truly intend to lure the defender away from a City ground. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.